Hello, hi everyone. This is Leimomi Keliikuli, Intuitive Soul Alignment Coach here, and I wanted to make a video to share more about how you can actually start to activate your highest psychic gifts and kind of like how that really looks like and what that actually means. So, if you're just new to me, I am an intuitive soul alignment coach, and I basically help my clients to up level with ease and in epic time by aligning to what they know that they are at soul level, and realigning everything so that their whole life and their business is aligned to their soul. Because I truly believe that the soul has the answer to everything, and that when you are truly aligned to what you are at soul level, everything will flow, everything will feel easy, and natural abundance and wealth comes towards you. So if you're just listening in, to say hello, just so I know you're listening. And today I wanted to talk really about activating your psychic gifts and like really what that means about in terms of like starting to really expand into a higher level of service. So that's the big question now. What does it mean to actually starting to activate your high psychic gifts? And I want to talk about the one shift that you would want to make in order to make a bigger impact, make these changes in order for you to create the right income that you desire and also the time freedom. So the thing that we need to realize is that everything that we do and everything that we say, if it's really like in alignment to us, we will create natural awareness about it. And so when we start to like expand into what we are meant to do, you will start to notice that it's much easier. It just flows. The downloads or the information that is supposed to be there for you is just like kind of there. You're just kind of like rolling, or we call it like being on fire, right? So when you're actually on this fire and you're really like aligned to this higher level of purpose, we call it like purpose, right? What we're actually doing is we're realigning to source, and we're realigning to our God, our creator within. So when we are doing that, we actually need to be in conscious awareness of it. And so this is the thing that a lot of people, they fight about within themselves, is this power, this like new power, this, new energy that flows through them. And so they either can, create ego sabotage around it, where you make a lot of money at one time and then like you spend it all, or like making choices that really was aligned to you, but then instead you always take a step back rather than a step forward. So I see this is what like people do a lot, is that they're actually afraid of opening themselves to this expansion. So when we talk about activating your higher psychic gifts, we're actually talking about like realigning to your expansive part, your expansive nature. And so the more you do that, the more your body, mind, and spirit, they become more harmonized. And so this is kind of scary if you've never really done it before, or you don't even know what's going on. So when clients come to me and they first say like, well, I know I'm meant for a bigger purpose and I feel like I'm doing it, but I know I'm not going to my full capacity. And the reason is because that there's some kind of soul level block. There's some kind of like, we call it ego sabotage or overwhelm, right? Or procrastination or perfectionism, like all of these things that stop us from being who we are, right? So we actually need to meet this fear, meet this this empowerment some way, because when we do, this is actually allows us to see what we want and what we don't want. And it really depends on your soul's blueprints. Like some souls are just designed to be very creative and like really help people in their creativity, and some souls are really good at strategy, where they can tell people step by step exactly what to do, or like they're a good project manager, or they're really good at teaching. So we actually really need to align to the main gift that source has made us. Because when we align to our first gift, everything that needs to come into fruition so that it can be supportive of you will come with it. So number one, the first thing you need to do is just like really be in this awareness that you aligning to this main kind of first gift is going to allow this expansion of yourself. So when we say your psychic gifts, I'm really actually talking about your ability to go beyond time and space and like seeing beyond what you're actually seeing right now, right? So like that like creating that strategic action and starting to embody your first gift is just the beginning. It's just like reawakening, like a rising from the dead, right? Like a rising from the parts of ourselves that we have disowned or that we have forgotten about, right? So that strategic action that we start to embody this gift, that first gift, is you have to experience it. Like you have to actually feel it by you purposely doing it. You're taking action in that way. And so when we don't do that, that's when we shrink, right? We get back into fear. We forget about why we're doing what we're doing, right? We get so distracted by the noise or your spouse or your children or who knows, whatever, right? Whatever like pushes you away from really expanding yourself. So the question you have to ask yourself when you're starting to embody that part of yourself is like, well, how can I allow myself to embody this first gift even further? And the only way you can do that is actually taking action towards it, like doing things that help you embody that kind of energetic quality, or I call it like your energetic signature, right? So once you do that, then you have to rediscover and like almost like reprogram your brain. Like it's okay, that it's safe, that it's good to expand myself, that it's good to experience a higher level awareness or to use these abilities for the higher good, right? Like it's really like reclaiming your main gift, reclaiming your ability to stand in your own your own gift in this way, and saying like, this is what I want, this is who I am. But then the fear is very deep. And when it's very deep, this is actually why we don't go after the greater impact, right? The income, creating time freedom, is that we sabotage all of those things, right? Our time, our money, and our energy. And so we either work really hard, right? So like, and usually that's when we align too much to our second or third gift. Or we don't do anything, right? We're just frozen, where we don't actually take action towards our dream life that we want to create, right? We're like in this constant battle of where they're like starting and stopping, right? So when we're in that aspect, that's because you haven't really addressed the deeper issues of what illusions you're facing upon that particular gift, right? Your main soul's gifts. So this is why I want you to ask yourself, like, what does this activating and expanding myself really, really means? And when you get really clear on that, then that's when things shift. That's when things just like starts to like come into fruition. It feels easier. It feels like I'm just doing it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm going to connect with it. I'm going to create it. So I want you to think back in all of the different ways that you have felt expanded. And you have to actually practice expanding yourself, like purposely doing it, right? Doing things that make like your business in your life like move in the right direction, right? So if it's going to help you to get on stage, right? Or speak in a live audience, or get on summits, or like whatever it is, right? People, the more you put yourself in that energy and that experience, the easier your life will be in terms of like the income, the time, freedom, and abundance. They start to flow through to you because you're operating from a higher level of service, a higher level of awareness. So starting from this perspective, it's so important. And once you start this momentum, by the way, it gets a bit easier, but then you have to always come back to what your true values are, why you created this, why you do this, and why you do that. Because if you're not clear about that, you can just run your wheels and just, spinning it and just like ending up in the wrong direction. So I've created this program just specifically designed to really expand and activate your higher psychic gifts, to activate this higher level of service in you. And the easiest way is I've created the soul line manifestation method, and also the expand your highest psychic gifts archetypal system, which is you align to a particular archetype of who you are at soul level. And so when you align to who you are at soul level, and you know this alignment of what your first gift is because this is, I also give you your soul's blueprints. I call it like really like your soul alignment blueprints. And these blueprints give you the focus and the direction of where you want to go. Once you've aligned this way, then the strategy, the messaging, the how to do stuff just falls into place. So if you've been meaning to like create more time freedom, to like really step into your next level, to stop playing small, to really like see who you're meant to become and implement it, right? So this 30-day Activate Your High Psychic Gifts program is all designed for me to teach you exactly how to remove that blocks by actually facing it energetically. And of course it's scary, yeah, because you're trying something new and it's like something that you've been thinking about but you've never really taken action towards. So it's so important to do it in a group. So this is why I created this group program, all designed to do that. So if you're interested in that, I'm doing it for the last time live. And so if you are, looking towards it, figuring out how you can align to who you are at soul level, your first main gifts, so that you're not aligned to your second or third gifts, and really take that to that next level. This program is just perfect for you. And if you have any questions about it, you can reach out to me. You can also go to my website at www.LeimomiKeliikuli.com. And that is also where you can see all of my other services about like how you can get rid of the shell that's energetic around you that stops you from being visible. And, expressing who you are at soul level, my financial goals clearings, which help you to align to your specific financial goal, your specific money goal. And then the blueprints, which is my 3-hour Soul's blueprints, which I actually record for you exactly every single detail about who you are at soul level. So you can use that in order to implement it in your life and your business. And that's when the 30-day program comes into play, because that's where I teach you exactly how to implement using your soul's blueprints, how it tells you exactly what your niche is, who you're meant to serve, who you are at soul level. How to get out of disempowering relationships, to, really figure out what your business model is, what's the progression of how you help other people get to their outcome and the benefits. So all of this is all really important to know, because when you start aligning to your soul's blueprints, this is when natural manifestation will start to happen. Where when you're doing it every day, and this is why the 30-day program, we're doing it every day, is because you're going to start to remember who you are at soul level, so that you can actually start to, create money and manifest all the different things that you desire. All right, I hope that enlightened you. If you have any other questions, again, feel free to, PM message me and reach out to me. You can also, join me in my Facebook group, which is the Soul Alignment Leaders for Conscious Living. And also you can, come on my LeimomiTV show. And this is where I have it all on my YouTube channel. You can just search my name, Leimomi Keliikuli, and you can look that up there. And yes, so if you have any other questions, I'm always here. I'm open book, and I hope that I can help you in any way. All right, you have a beautiful day. Aloha.